Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a huge pile of products, hair care, skincare, makeup, you name it. So many products, and I use them all up in 2024. So let's get right into my super speedy reviews of all of them. Starting off with hair care, I have this Heart of Glass from Davines Sheer Glaze. Basically, this is just like a kind of heat protectant, leave-in conditioner, that kind of process. Absolutely love it. It's just that this is not the easiest product to just go and buy. And I have a product that has basically kicked everything else out of my cabinets. So yes, I love this. It is good, but I found something that I personally like better. Speaking of what I like better, it is this. This is the Redken One United. I cannot speak highly enough of this stuff. The gentleman who does my hair has tried to get me to use this for a really long time. I finally bought into it, and this is just one of many bottles. I finally gave up and bought like the giant guy. So that's what I have right now in my cabinet, and I don't think this is going to be going anywhere anytime soon. This is definitely my favorite. So as far as my absolute favorite hair care, it has turned into this line. This is Oribe. This is the Gold Lust Repair and Restore. This is just one of many bottles, but I finally caved and during the Sephora sale bought the absolute hugest bottles that you can buy of this stuff, and it has a nice pump. So I love this, definitely not going anywhere. I don't see any change happening for 2025. I really have bought into Oribe. I love it for all the reasons. It is just perfect for my hair. It's just kept my hair really healthy and strong. I can't complain. And then, I mean, even so that I travel with it. So I do have the little travel bottles and I refill when I can. This one is empty and it's just really hard to refill. So I don't use this little bottle anymore. But I mean, that's how strong that is for me. I love it. I even take it with me everywhere I go. Then I also did use this year. This is just easier to purchase. And if there was ever a time that I couldn't use Oribe, I would probably recommend this. But what I realized about halfway through this is that it has argan oil in it. And my skin is extremely sensitive to argan oil. I didn't find anything too crazy, but what I did notice is that there were times that I would get itchy, especially around my forehead line and stuff like that. And I realized that it's probably the argan oil in all of these products. So that's the only reason why I don't personally use this anymore. But I did love it. I think it works beautifully on your hair. And it also has like a leave-in conditioner that you can spray, which is also amazing too if you can handle the ingredients that are in this. Really good, just not for me with that oil in it. As far as a texture spray, stuff like that, I do have different ones, but I did try the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Texture Spray. I do enjoy this and I like it. I do have, I believe, another bottle of it right now that I am using. So when it comes to things like dry shampoo and texture sprays, oftentimes I do buy the Living Proof. It's just very easy to purchase. You can always get it on sale or use Ulta coupons. So it's just a really good product. I also have another empty of the dry shampoo. Love this stuff. I'm currently using their limited edition. They came out with one that has like a vanilla scent. So I'm using that one right now, but this was an empty. Love this stuff. You're always going to find this in my closets. And then as far as hairspray, I go back and forth right now. Elnet is my like tried and true. You can buy this literally anywhere, including like a Target, Walmart, that type of place. Love this. This one's the color treated. It really doesn't matter though. I just like Elnet, and most of my family uses it too. Very easily accessible. So definitely enjoy this one, especially for how easy you can get it, and it's pretty affordable. Now it's time to rapid fire just about everything else. So let's get going. This is disgusting looking, but this is what it is. This is the Isle of Paradise Self Tanning Butter. This took me way too long to get through this. So I just realized, even though it's a great product and works really well, I know myself, and I probably won't be repurchasing this again. I actually like to use their tanning drops, and I add that into whatever lotion that I am currently using. And I love that because it's a smaller bottle, it's less messy, and I can kind of customize it. Plus, I can use the drops on my face as well. So I don't even know if Isle of Paradise still sells this, but you know, like I said, it wasn't a bad product. It's just that I didn't want to have to use a separate lotion. I like my lotions. I like adding tanning drops to it. So that's the only reason why I'm not repurchasing that. This is the Mineral Zinc Oxide Sunscreen. This one is the First Aid Beauty. It was okay. I didn't really have any major complaints about it. I did notice once in a while it didn't do great underneath makeup. So would I repurchase this? No, not personally. I think there's other ones that I do like better. So not a terrible product, but definitely won't be repurchasing that one. Let's see, moving on into lotions. All right, this is the concentrate. This is the almond, so it does have almond in it. If you're not a fan or if you're allergic, watch out. This was gifted to me by a family member, and I love these creams. They're very bougie. They feel good. They smell good if you like an almond scent. Would I repurchase this myself? Probably not. I like their oil better, and then I add the oil to like an unscented lotion. And I like my lotions to have a pump on them if possible. So I like to kind of make a cocktail out of the oil that they make. But I mean, this is a beautiful gift, and I definitely used it up. So I love L'Occitane. It's just really good stuff. Let's see. Let's move into, oh gosh, I could go anywhere with this. All right. How about, let's go to the same line. This is the shower oil. This was just the little, not to go, but you know, the travel size. I love this line, like I said. It's just that almond scent. So if you're into that, that's what this is about. The shower oil is so good because it kind of lathers up on you, but it still has that oil consistency. You can use it as like a shaving lotion if you want to. You can put it on a poof. They work beautifully. So yes, I do like this shower oil. It's super good. I don't currently have any right now, or maybe I just got some for Christmas. Yay. So I will have some in my shower pretty soon. Moving into, a deodorant. All right, let's talk about this. Old Spice Wilderness. I love the scent of this. It's so different, but I am hardcore into perimenopause right now. And so the only thing that is 100% working for me all the time is the Lume brand. And I know that's not for everyone, but it's the only thing that hands down is working for me right now. So would I recommend this for like the average person? Yes, I do recommend it. It does have a very strong floral fun scent. Really enjoy this, but I just can't currently use it. Otherwise, I probably would be. Speaking of Lume, I tried a couple things. The whole body deodorant is like the little squeezy tube. So you basically get like a pea-size amount out, and this literally can be used anywhere on your body that you want to deodorize, and it works really well. I love it. You can just kind of put it on your armpits, or like I said, anywhere you want to. I pretty much always have a little tube of this on hand. I really enjoy it. I like it. I think Lume is the real deal. I accidentally bought the acidified body wash thinking it was this, because I mean, you can see in a hurry at Target, you can see how I could have done that. However, I ended up using the acidified body wash in the shower, and I did enjoy it. Now, I'm not going to currently repurchase this, but from what I've been told and seen in videos, this actually can handle that smell when we tend to age. There is often a scent that it's not a very positive scent, and you will notice it oftentimes in I don't know how to politely say this, maybe in nursing homes and retirement homes, you tend to really get a strong odor from time to time. And there's an actual scientific reason behind that. Well, what I've been told is that this acidified body wash actually like cuts that and can get that scent off. So if that is something that you are dealing with, or you have a family member that's dealing with, you might consider trying the Lume acidified body wash for that. But it does work well. It's a body wash. It works fine for everybody as well. Let's see, moving into, Nair Wax Ready Strips. I always have something like this on hand. I think I currently have another container of these right now. They work really well. You can use them, on your body, underarms, you name it, as far as the ready to go strips. So you just sort of like warm them up in your hand, peel them, and stick and pull. So they work really good. I do like them. You can get them just about anywhere. Body lotion. I think I actually made a short on this. This is the Jergens Oil Infused Shea Butter Blend. And this one, I think in my short, I mentioned that it's kind of like if Sol de Janeiro kind of had a baby. It's so much more mildly scented. It's beautiful. It has a really good texture to it, and the scent doesn't linger. So it didn't seem to interfere too much with any of my perfumes, which I tend to go with more of an unscented lotion because I like my perfumes to stand through. But I did really enjoy this, and I think it was really affordable at like Walmart. So really good Jergens oil infused lotion. I enjoyed that one. I would repurchase that definitely. Let's see, let's move into the First Aid Beauty face cleanser. So I had bought some sets of these, and I do like the Pure Skin face cleanser. I did finish it up. I've just decided that it's not worth it to me financially to buy these anymore. I really truly stick to CeraVe, those types of cleansers. I love the cream to, is it oil to foaming cleanser that CeraVe has right now? I love that, and I use that all the time now. So yes, this is fine, but just not necessary in my book. Cleansers don't stay on your face long enough to really do a whole lot other than cleanse your face. So that's really all you need it to do. So I'm just trying to save money in that area from now on. Let's see, I did buy Olay Complete. Every once in a while, I buy this because I get frustrated with facial lotions and I just want to go back to something simple and old school. I did use it up. It took me forever. It's a very lightweight lotion, and it has a chemical sunscreen in it. So I got the sensitive one. It's fine. It works fine, but I think I prefer other formulas. This is a tried and true though, and if you like basics, here you go. And if you can handle a broad spectrum sunscreen, but it's only SPF 15. So I like mine to be a little more emollient and a little higher SPF if I'm going to put it on my face anyway. So I probably won't repurchase this for a long time. Let's see. Oh, Trader Joe's. I'll talk about this. Why not? You know how Trader Joe's is. They have seasonal things. I bought the pumpkin overnight mask. This was probably over a year ago at this point. It took me a really long time to use this. And what I finally ended up doing was actually using it on my hands at night. I would put it on here and it would kind of gently exfoliate, moisturize, make them feel really good in the morning. So that's kind of what I ended up doing with it. It was a little bit kitschy, but I wanted to try it at the time. So if they come out with it again, no, I would not repurchase, but it wasn't a bad item. We also, again, I think I went through all the phases, like from my childhood all the way up. I also tried the Dramatically Different moisturizing lotion again, because I remembered loving this when I was like in my early 30s. And again, this is just not currently rich and emollient enough for me. So I kind of had to use it at night because it didn't have sunscreen. You know, is it a good moisturizer? Absolutely, it's good, but it's just a moisturizer, and right now my skin needs a lot more than that. So I did finish it up, but I will not be repurchasing that for probably quite a while either. I just don't really see the need in it. I have two of these because I bought the double pack from Costco. This is the Olay Pro Advanced Regenerous Complex Hydrating Moisturizer. This is more about what I'm talking about. It does have a perfume scent though, so you have to be forewarned with that. They were on sale at Costco and they were a double pack, so I couldn't say no to this. But this is the kind of night cream that I'm into. It has to be super thick, rich, and emollient. So yes, I do buy the Olays, especially when they're on sale at Costco from time to time, and I definitely go through those. I also went through a big daddy of the Clinique Take the Day Off. This is definitely my tried and true. I currently have another giant one in my bathroom right now that I am using every single night. And I think for my birthday, I may buy the fig scented one that is from Elemis. I have bought the rose one in the past and I really enjoyed that. So if I can find the fig one on sale, I would like to try it. But this is definitely my tried and true, and I always have this and I always go back to this. This is just, you can't beat it. And then especially when you get it on sale and buy the giant tubs of it, you can't beat the price really. It's such a good deal. Let's see. Oh, I have a Caudalie mask. It's disgusting because when I grab it, I have the usually the mask all over my hands. This is the, let's see, detox mask. This is one that I go back to periodically, probably like, I don't know, every other year I buy a tube of this. Truthfully, I'm pretty lazy with masks, but what I will say is that I recently bought a kind of salicylic acid mask from a different company, and I actually prefer this. I like this Caudalie mask. It does definitely have a botanical scent to it, But for some reason, I love how it clarifies my pores. So I think I would definitely go back to this mask. I just haven't found one that I like better than this. So this is the one product from Caudalie that I kind of keep going back to. And I usually have one every several months to a year in my collection. Oh, okay, let's talk about this. This is one of the few products that I actually threw in my empties bin and it's full. This, I finally figured out what was going wrong. I had bought, like I said, a whole bunch of the First Aid Beauty stuff again because it's kind of pricey, but it seems to be like one of those everybody can use it type of products. Well, whatever is in this Ultra Repair Cream, it burns my eyeballs so badly. And I like to put my lotion everywhere. I have it under my eyes, all around, and every single time that I used this, I ended up with my eyes burning so badly that it's literally full and I just can't use it. And I don't even want to use it on my hands because I don't want to rub my face and get it. So for whatever reason, like I said, I don't know what the product is, but it burns and I cannot use the Ultra Repair Cream, which is super frustrating because this is supposed to be so good for dry skin. So that's never going to be purchased again. Biggest bottles, here we go. Okay. Oh, this is a fun one to talk about. I love MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is an old school product, alcohol free. I absolutely love this stuff. I've always had one of these in my kind of makeup skincare kits. The only complaint I ever had with this though was the spray bottle. It's kind of one of those like lock and go ones, but the problem is it would like spit out at you sometimes and you'd end up with like big spots on your face and you'd have to go back through with like a sponge and kind of like tap it out. And it just happened. It was just that's how it worked. And especially when it got towards the bottom and got more air in it, it would really do that. So of course I use it all up anyway. I didn't care. That's how much I like the product that I always repurchased it. But let me see if I have it. I have some stuff from a new video that I was getting ready to film. Look what they did, you guys. They finally came out with a good spray bottle. So yes, I used that up, clearly loved it. But I'm so happy that they finally made a better sprayer for this. And this is so like beautiful. Like the mist on this, I know this is not the video for it, but oh, it's perfection. It's so, so good. I love the new one. I love the new one even more. I didn't think I could love that product any more than I already do, but that's that. I'm trying to keep my glasses off for a minute and see what happens here. Okay, this is the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over, and this is supposed to be a long-lasting setting spray. So this is a little bit different than this one. This one's supposed to like kind of really, really get you there with your makeup. Now, the only complaint I have to this is I bought this smaller size because I didn't know if I'd like it or not. Well, this smaller size kind of like broke. I couldn't finish using it up. So I ended up having to pour it into a different container just to finish it up. But I did like it enough that I bought the larger bottle as well. And I do have that, and I use that when I need like a little bit more longer wear on my makeup. But I will warn you, like be careful on this. And if it starts to act weird and you're still in the return window, take it back because this did not get any better. It just got worse. But I do like the product itself. All right, let's kind of move into a little bit more makeup products real quick here. Well, not real quick, but all right. I know this looks empty and you're like, what is this? It's really hard to see, but this is the Jane Iredale Hydro Pure Tinted Serum. And this is one of those ones that's like clear with little beads in it. I believe Chanel has one, and I think there's like CoverGirl or L'Oreal or somebody made one as well. I bought the Jane Iredale because every once in a while I try their products. They have nice products. It's just they're not as easy to find, and you have to really know what you're getting into with them. So yes, did I use it up? I did. Would I buy this again? No, I would not. This basically I used when I was, say, like going to the gym or gonna go kind of just somewhere that I needed to even out my skin tone but didn't want to put a full face of makeup on. And that's such a specific thing to do that it really just isn't necessary, because I have since found a sunscreen that is tinted and moisturizing that does all of those things. So this became just like an extra step. So yes, I used it up, but it doesn't have sunscreen, doesn't have really anything in it. It does have like hyaluronic acid, CoQ10, that kind of stuff. So if you're really more wanting a skincare product that kind of evens out your skin. You may be interested in this, but this stuff is not cheap. So, you know, it was just for me one of those things that's not going to last in my routine. But I did use it up. Quickly, let's see. Oh, let me talk about, let's see. Oh, I do have a lip product. Shocker, I have like 19. This is the Laneige lip product. Now, this is the Lip Glowy Balm, and I got it in grapefruit. Love, love, love this stuff. Would I repurchase it though? That's kind of a loaded question. I actually had this with me when there was something semi-traumatic going on in my personal life. And so now when I smell this, it reminds me of that moment. And so it was definitely very helpful to me, and I needed chapstick during that time. But the scent takes me back to a memory that I just don't prefer. So I would repurchase this particular product, but maybe in a different scent, if that makes sense. And I also would like to say that I do like the Laneige tubs better. I love this though. There's really, if you like Laneige but you don't want the tub, yes, then definitely try these. They are really great. But I feel like the tub is just a tiny bit more emollient. And I don't know, there's just something about that I enjoy. And I know that there's been so many other tubes of this that have come out with peptides and things in them too, that there's just so much competition now. But yes, love this product. I definitely used it up. But again, I would buy a different scent moving forward, even though grapefruit is great. So I know that was a really weird way to explain that product, but sometimes personal experiences just really taint the way that you feel about a product. And that kind of happened to me on accident, even though it's a great product. All right, moving on. Let's jump into a couple of fragrances and then I'll go back to makeup. Otherwise, I'll be here forever with makeup. All right, I love Glossier, love their perfumes. This was a bad purchase for me though, personally, now that I think back on it. This is a solid perfume, but as a collector, I had to try it. This is very heavy, very, very heavy, and it's metal, and it has the typical Glossier shape to it, so you can see that in the sun. It also has the little pin here so that when you run out of the solid perfume, you could pop it out and buy a replacement. So I thought that was gonna be genius. Thought I was gonna travel with this thing so much. Well, it just happened to be that I was not able to travel during that last season that I had bought it. And so it just sat there because out of habit, I would grab spray-on perfumes and things and forget about this. So unfortunately, the scent is actually pretty much gone from this. So I really can't use it. There's no reason to use it. If you're a huge fan of solid perfumes and they still carry this, then yes, maybe, but you got to make sure you use this up because the scent does dissipate. And this is heavy. So even though it's very small and you think it's travel friendly, I wouldn't keep this in my purse. It's way too heavy for that. And I just, travel wise, it just adds weight. I'm talking a lot of weight. Like, I think I might just use it as a paperweight now that I think about it, because that's really all it's good for. I also have to talk about this. This is the Nemat Amber Fragrance Oil. Absolutely love this stuff. Used it up completely. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. But I bought the roller ball thinking that would be an even better idea. It's not. Love this. This is the one that I would replace it with. I would actually get this oil and not do the roller ball next time. All right, moving on into Jo Malone. I finally went through one of the little samples of I think this is English Pear and Freesia. It's a good scent. I'm not going to repurchase this one. It's very, very, very floral and definitely has a fruity scent to it. And that's just not my vibe. I used this a lot in the mornings when I needed to go on a big walk or go exercise to kind of get myself a little bit excited. But it's just not my preferred scent, even though it's really lovely and it does hold on very well. All right, I do have one nail product. This is the Essie top coat. This one I happened to run out. That's all. I already replaced it. This is the shiny top coat. This is kind of that 2-in-1 gel process. This is the top coat you need for the gel. Love this stuff, and I always have that on hand with me. I am going to talk about two Makeup palette. So this is the Tartelette In Bloom. Love this, hands down one of my all-time favorites. It just got old and my obviously most used ones got used up. So I have not replaced this exact one yet because I have so many beautiful palettes that I'm trying to work through. But once like those age out, I would definitely repurchase this Tartelette In Bloom as perfection for me. Tarte, you may remember this from a year or two ago, a couple years ago. This is an actual face palette that has, try not to get the mirror on you. In theory, it's amazing. I loved it when I first bought it because it has everything. It has like 3 different styles of eye products, that it has a highlighter, a bronzer, and a really pretty clay blush. This does have glitter in it, but what I noticed was after a few months of this, and I traveled with this, that's why I loved it, because it's kind of an all-in-one and has a huge mirror. It's really nice. However, after several months of using this, I realized that it was very patchy and splotchy, and it would wear off very unevenly for some reason on my skin, no matter what base I had. So I just kind of set it to the side, and you know, now it's aged out. Now it's definitely too old, so that's gotta go. I have so many more products, you guys. I don't even know. This video is gonna be so long. All right, Elf Soft Glam. I did not finish this. I just decided at the end of the day, I still love my L'Oreal so much better than this. This is fine. Looks okay when you first put it on, but I just feel like it sits on top of your skin. And at the end of the day, I don't love how my face looks. So I just said, you know what? It's not worth it to me. I am not using this anymore. All right, I have 3 MAC Bullet lipsticks. Now, they're all getting rid of for different reasons. One just went bad. It smells not good. It just went bad. One of them is the Viva Glam 2, and it was just a bad purchase for me. It's just the wrong color, and even when I try to mix lip liners and things with it, it's the wrong texture. Just not for me. Definitely a waste of money on that one. This is, I believe, Cream in Your Coffee, I think is this one, and love this. Absolutely love this. This one just went bad because it's so old. I mean, like, it smells bad. But what I did realize is that Achieve It All from Maybelline, the little sticks, actually is a very similar color to this. So I'm gonna finish my Achieve It All before I repurchase this. But Cream in Your Coffee is definitely one that I love, and I like the shine on it as well. Then we are looking at Brave. Again, kind of a bad purchase for me, and it went bad as well before I could finish it. It's okay, but it's kind of more of like a bluer pink, and it just, I'm always caught myself trying to change the color. I really wasn't happy with the color, so I just have to do a little bit better of a job of purchasing only the shades that I know are perfect for me and not get influenced. All right, moving on into this. This was a Kosas Wet Lip Oil. It was a birthday gift, I think last year's, from Sephora, and it comes with an eyebrow gel as well. Not a fan really of either of them long term. I ended up keeping this in my kitchen and just using it as like a lip gloss in the mornings when I needed it while I was doing dishes. It's fine. It's not a bad lip gloss at all. And it kind of has a soft, buttery, yummy vanilla scent, but it just wasn't anything that I felt like I needed to repurchase. And the eyebrow gel, definitely not a repurchase for me either. Moving into eyebrows, this is a Benefit little brow. I love these little guys, and you can buy the color that works for you, and they have like the tiniest brushes. Love this stuff. I really do like the product. It holds up well. I mean, I obviously used it all up. You can't even see which color it was at this point. And I love how travel friendly they are. So I do love pretty much all Benefit brow products. There's no complaint there. Let's see. I have 2 of these Wet n Wilds. These are like lip topper lip glosses. This was a Foxtrot like holiday special. And then this is like a super famous one. I don't remember the color of it. But everybody loves this one. It's Bronzed Berry, I think. And it's a really good one. But what I noticed was at the end of the day, even though I do enjoy it and it adds like such a beautiful shine, and so does this one, it does have a chemically funky flavor. So yes, for the price point and just for like beauty's sake, these are amazing. But I like the whole package with my lip products. And this does have a very kind of fake chemically flavor. And so I just finally moved on from them. Plus they kind of aged out as well. This one aged out too. This is the Yummy Clean Fresh Gloss. I really love this. This is definitely, to me, a dupe for a lot of those lip oil kind of products. I used so much of this, but again, it just got to a point where it started getting so messy and really big and clunky that I thought, you know, I loved it. It definitely worked through that trend and I used a lot of it, but personally, I'm not going to be repurchasing these at the moment. I enjoyed it for what it was. And the Yummy glosses are good, but I don't see myself repurchasing that anytime soon. The CoverGirl Clean Freshes. This was the one that looks like black honey. Really enjoy this product. I think it's a really good product. Again, I just bought it like in 2022. And so 2 years is a bit long for, actually almost 3. Moving into black honey, let's talk about it. I actually had the little sample one the entire time, or the little travel size guy. And that was actually perfect for me. And I do enjoy black honey. I think of all the black honey products, I think the OG is definitely the one that I would still repurchase. I think moving forward, once I kind of get through my collection that I have too much stuff right now, I would definitely repurchase this. I do enjoy it. This one, again, though, was just a sample and it's like almost gone, if you can see that. And it's kind of like broken at this point. So it was just hard to use, but I did really enjoy it. I do like it. Would I buy this over this? I really don't know, guys. They're both really almost equally as good to me. You know, it's just I guess it'll just be a matter of which one, if I can get a really good deal on this, you know, that kind of situation. But they're both really awesome. I really can't complain about either one of those. Let's see. I think I'm almost done with lip products. Let's move into a few other things. All right, let's talk about, oh no, I have a couple lip products still. Let's just get them out of the way. All right, let's talk about a couple of lip liners. I think this was like a super popular NYX color that everybody buys. It's a nude one that was supposed to be, I believe, a dupe for maybe like Charlotte Tilbury or something. It was fine. I don't really have a problem with it. I clearly used almost all of it up, but I just color, texture, everything else. I'm getting to a point where I'd rather buy fewer things and just have what I absolutely adore in my collection. And for now, that is the Lip Cheat Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury, and then also the Revlon ones. So I just, you know, this one you have to sharpen it, and I know you still do with Lip Cheat, but it's like, if I'm gonna have to do the extra work, I want it to be the one I love. And so this one was just okay. Now this was the Holiday Foxtrot Lip Liner that actually came with this little guy. It was a cute little set and I really enjoyed it when I had it. I used it quite a bit. It is a lighter shade though. And again, I just, you know, it really didn't show up a lot on my lips. And so I enjoyed it for the season. I think it was a Christmas thing. And then I thought, you know what, let's move on. I like things that are a little bit richer in color. 5 mascaras, I believe, to talk about. First one, obviously, I could not have thought this was a worse mascara. It's full. It's absolutely full. I did not use it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. I could not get this to work at all. It has a ridiculous shaped brush. None of it makes any sense to me. It was a complete waste of money. The Tartelette, I went through the original Tartelette tubing mascara. Really loved it. Thought it was amazing until they came out with the XL, and then it kicked that one out the door. And so I did use it all up, but I went for the XL and I absolutely love this stuff until the very end. So once it got to be 3 or so months old, I noticed that it got a little flakier and the chunks were a little harder to kind of rinse down the sink. And then it started to kind of really stick into my makeup pads. So I don't know if as the product ages out that it just gets more rubbery and harder to handle. So it kind of, I didn't repurchase this. Would I? Yes, I think it's beautiful as a tubing mascara, holds up well, does amazing things for my lashes. But because it kind of started messing with my micellar, my little makeup pads, I decided to go back, and I'm currently back to the, let's see, what am I using? Lancome Eat All right now. Now these voluminous, I bought this one, of course, because the trend was really hitting to try a burgundy mascara. And I thought it was fun. It was fun to try. Burgundy is probably not for me. I think it's better for really pretty brown or really pretty green eyes. So try that if you'd like. And for me, I'm a crier, and so I kept getting burgundy red, and I looked like I had the plague or something. So I really just stopped using it for that reason. But I decided to buy the black brown because I remembered enjoying this formula. And guys, I really don't anymore. I've just moved on. It's very, very, very light and like kind of fluffy, fluttery. But I like my eyelashes to like have a little more drama than that. So this is just, it's just not enough for what I'm doing. I feel like when I use this, it kind of looks like I'm missing something still. Kind of looks like I'm almost missing mascara because I have such deep set eyes. So even though I'm sure this is a great formula for a lot of people, I'm just not there anymore with that brand. That actual formula. Now, as far as these, this is the Lancome CILS Booster XL. I love this stuff, but I also equally love the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. I feel like I can use these interchangeably. And so if I can get these on deal, I do. If I cannot, then I get these when I can find a coupon or a sale. And I absolutely love both of them. I currently found this on deal again, so that's what I'm using now, but love both of them, L'Oreal or Lancome, which is obviously the same ultimate company, right? Let's see. Oh, such a disappointment. So this is the Nude Sticks eye pencil in Immortal. And I thought this was going to be great. I got it on deal. It was, comes with its own sharpener. I mean, it seems amazing, right? Well, I should have taken it back. I really should have as soon as I bought it, because what happened was I just dropped it on my carpet. So that's the point. It literally, the whole thing popped out like immediately, like when I brought it home. And I thought, okay, maybe it just got cold and it'll melt out, get in there and squish in there again. It never did. And so every time I went to use it, it was kind of a disaster. And it's a lot thicker and clunkier than the like Laura Mercier sticks, the caviar sticks, and you have to sharpen it. And it wasn't worth it to me. I've tried Nude Sticks, different products over the years, and I've just figured out that they do not work for me. So lesson learned, this was a giant waste of money. Shocker, I found another lip product. All right, this is the Clarins Lip Comfort Oil, and it's pH adjusting, meaning you put it on your lips and then it kind of gives them a little bit of a stain or a hint of color based on your pH levels. This is the color Pitaya. I freaked out over this when I got this little sample. This was in a wonderful Sephora best of kit that had all kinds of stuff in it. I bought it, I think last year, maybe January, or excuse me, this year in January. And this was like it for me. So I bought the full size and I waited forever to open it because I wanted to get every last drop out of this. And what I did was I burned myself out on it again, just kind of like, the mistake I made with this one. It's like you need something desperately in a season, but if you overdo it, then it's like you're done. You can't go back to it. So what I did was I opened the full size of this and I took it on a trip with me. But it was literally like the only lip product I took on the entire trip for like 8 days. And I just slathered it all over my lips the whole time. So it got to a point where I was like almost sick of the flavor. And every time I looked in the mirror, I had like pink lips. And because I was reapplying all the time, the like color was getting more and more and more bubblegum pink. So yes, I still have it. Yes, I will finish it. But I know that I cannot do that with it again. This is not a product that I want like at all times. Like this might be like something that I would put on like maybe in the morning or before I go to the gym, but I don't want to be slathering it on all day long. I really burnt myself out on that one. So that all being said, I know I won't repurchase, especially that particular flavor for a while, but I would purchase it and I do recommend it. Just I don't recommend overdoing it with any particular thing, I guess. That's just kind of how I feel. I think the Laneige lip mask is the only thing that I could put on all day, every day and not get sick of, but pretty much everything else I do. We're getting down to the wire here. Finally, guys, thanks for your patience. All right, let's talk about the Revlon Color Stay. This is caramel. This is a kind of like a cream eyeshadow. Love this stuff, but do you see the crack in it? I've even mashed it down, trying to kind of calm it down. I got really frustrated with this because there's so much product in here, and very quickly after I purchased this, it kind of dried out and cracked, and it had like this whole little hollow spot in it. And I didn't understand that. I was kind of frustrated with it. I do know that MAC paint pots do the same thing after quite a while. It just happens, you know, just from opening and closing it. But I was frustrated because this was a beautiful product, and it actually comes with a little brush as well that kind of slips in and out, which is really cute. Would I repurchase this again? Probably if I needed a cream eyeshadow, yes. However, I've also learned that I don't tend to go for cream eyeshadows as much because I have deep set oily lids and it creases a lot faster than others. So I still prefer the powders. But if you like a light, pretty cream eyeshadow and they have other colors, it is beautiful. I just, you know, be forewarned, you need to really use it up or it's going to dry out on you pretty quickly. Right, eyebrows. Don't judge me, and I'm so sorry, Sarah. Sarah B Beauty, she's amazing. Love her. I've talked to her about her a lot of times. This is supposed to be a clear brow gel that it's her company. You can see her logo on it. It's phenomenal. It's probably the most hardcore, amazing, clear brow gel I've ever used. And yes, I will be repurchasing it. But I grabbed it the other day and went, oh my gosh, what did I do to it? Like I said, it's supposed to be clear. This is 100% my bad. This is not her product. This is me. It's not clear anymore. And that is because I put so many products on my eyebrows and then I do my thing with this after the fact and then dip it right back in. So basically I put all kinds of mixture of eyebrow products in here and kind of ruined it. So I do have to buy a fresh one, and I'm going to have to talk to her about what like the best plan of action is for that, or if I need to just be cleaning the brush. I don't know. But I love this stuff, and I love the tiny little brush. But man, if you put this thing on, your brows are going nowhere. It's amazing, and I love her products. So that being said, I also went through one of her eyebrow pencils, and I love these because, you know, like the nano pencils are becoming like a big thing right now. Well, that's what she's had this whole time. I can't even get it out anymore. It's so small. And there's not anything left. And this is the color number 2 Creme Brulee. She has some of the most amazing color choices for your brow pencils. And they are the kind of like push-up retractable ones. And they also come with the little cute little spoolie. Love Sarah B Beauty. She's so good. And then I just need to repurchase, you know, like a whole set of products from her again, and I need to go see her. Let's see. I also purchased the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. Same concept, actually. This one's a little bit thicker and wider of a pencil, so I prefer hers, honestly. But this one is not, it wasn't terrible. You just have to make sure you find the right color for your eyebrows. Not everyone works for everybody, but they work. I also have the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. There's a lot of packaging on this. That's one thing I did notice. I mean, like, look at that. It's just like they put so much extra into that. So I don't know if that's necessary or not, but it also has a spoolie. I actually prefer her spoolie. It's a little bit more petite. Like, look at how big that one is. So I like the size of Sarah B's, honestly. I think they're just amazing, but Benefit makes a good brow pencil. You cannot complain. It's okay sized. Again, not the nano pencil, but they work well and they do have really good color options. They are pretty pricey, but they work. We also have a couple of eyeliners. So let's see. Let's talk about this one first. This is the Urban Decay 24/7. And as you can see, I did not finish it. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I've heard amazing things about these, but I keep hurting myself. Like, I have a really good sharpener. Actually, I have 2, so I've tested both. And every single time I use this, it's like I almost feel like I'm getting a splinter and it's cutting like into my eye. So that's a deal breaker for me. So I'm not going to be buying sharpening eyeliners like this to put in my like waterline or anything, or on my brow lash lines. That just was really scary to me. So I had to get rid of this Urban Decay one. So super frustrating. Moving on to the NYX retractable one. Now this is a lot more my speed because it's retractable. There's no chance of getting any kind of splinters or wood in your eyes. So I just have learned that this is for me these days. This one, I used most of it up, but it broke. And so I couldn't really finish it because every time I would try to use it, it would wiggle around and I don't want to stab myself in the eye. So I'm not using this anymore. I can't remember what brand I've got at the moment, but I always have a brown retractable eyeliner, and I like to kind of use it just like up here in my lash line. So I couldn't take it. I had to go and find my retractable eyeliner pencil just so that I could report back. It's actually the 12-hour Sephora pencil. So these are the ones that I have decided I'm going to kind of keep. I just think they hold up well. I forgot to mention the NYX one, like the lid broke as well. They just don't hold up quite as well. And so the Sephora ones have a nice lid. They also have the little like spongy tip thing at the end. I haven't even opened mine yet, but it has a spongy tip for like smudging, and they're just really good. They hold up really well. I enjoy these. So these are the eyeliners that I'm currently purchasing. And then Sephora, when they run those sales where they're 30% off, I mean, this is better than drugstore prices. Okay, last couple of items are actually makeup brushes, and I have just decided that I don't want to keep cheap makeup brushes around anymore. I have BK Beauty. I actually enjoy a lot of Real Techniques brushes, and then the Sephora professional line brushes. Those are the three. So I think if I had to put them in order, it would be BK Beauty all the way, then the Sephora ones, and then either, yeah, probably Real Techniques would be maybe my third option if I needed a really affordable option. This was a Morphe brush, and I mean, look at it. It ended up just kind of looking like a paintbrush, like from art class. And I don't know, they have like a nice weight to them, but I just couldn't ever find the Morphe brush styles, like the shapes that I really liked. And then don't do this, you guys. This is like, doesn't even have a name, but you know how once in a while you get these little kits and they come with like random brushes? Don't bother. Your PSA to get rid of cheap brushes. All right, that does it for my huge 2024 makeup, what I used, skincare, what I used, hair care, you name it, and a little bit of a declutter. I really have tried this year to use up what I had, and very few items are getting dumped full. And I'm hoping that going into 2025, I have even less of that, and that my collection becomes even more curated and full of things that I actually love. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Thank you so much for sticking through to the end. And until next time, I'll see you soon.